Alright, hey guys, so this is it's probably gonna be another talk time, about some stuff that happened recently. I have some Paragon gameplay, like recorded already from like a minute ago, like a while ago, like when the beta was out. I don't know if it's still out or not. Um, but yeah, I kinda just want to talk about like one thing. um, I'm gonna try to be chill about it. So yeah, I guess I could just explain it like head on. um, is 2 nights ago from today. Today is the 22nd. So on the 20th at about midnight, me and my cousin and my cousins, we were driving at like night, and we were like, okay, so I live in Sacramento. If any of you guys didn't know, I live in Sacramento, California. And so we're like, okay, let's just go to Dyer Lane. Like, Dyer Lane is supposed to be like this really haunted place, and it's like a street. A lot of stuff happened there. If you want to like learn about it, just look up haunted Sacramento, and then literally like the street will come up. But yeah, so we wanted to go there, and we're like, okay, so let's just go there and see what's up, right? And I had my camera, my T3i. I was like, okay, just in case, anything hella weird happens, I got it on film. I could show you guys, something weird like that, just in case, just as a backup. So we start going there, and it's like really dark. It's like midnight almost, and we start turning down, or we're on the street, right? We're almost there, and and we're almost there. And then we just go down that really, like, it's weird how it's hard to explain. It's like a back street. It's like really dark, really no lights other than your headlights. And then we get up to the street, like Dyer Lane, and it's basically a straight street, and then Dyer is on the left. And so we stop to make a turn, and we start turning left, but we see like this like racer car, and it has like, if we know it's like a racer car, it has like those LED lights and all that stuff. Like, it has a bunch of lights and neon lights, neon headlights and tail lights, and it's like white, and it's hella like, has like a freaking spoiler and shit, like all that. And then we're like, okay, so we kind of like look at it for a minute, and then while we're turning, right? And then while we're turning, we realize that there's two cars blocking both of the lanes. Two cars blocking both of the lanes, and the other one is pitch black. It's blacked out, like black rims, black, like literally everything you think of is black, right? And it had like these really dim, like neon red lights. And we didn't really see that till the last second. And then we stopped turning. We're like, okay, so we're blocking the lane. And meanwhile, while all that was happening, we're kind of like turning and looking really slowly. We weren't even really moving. We kind of just were looking at it. And then we were turning, and then there was this truck on the opposite lane going towards us at least like 60 miles an hour. And he just slams into the car, and like in the corner, and he was going to like at least 50. I think he was going like 60. But yeah, he didn't even really try to stop or try to honk his horn or like flash his lights, or it was just a big ass 4x4 truck. And he didn't really try to turn, stop, or anything. He just kind of plowed into us, and we just get like, I don't know, the only thing I saw is I kind of like was looking at the cars, and I look straight, and then I see the corner of his bumper, and I see lights, and I'm like whoa, I start tripping out, and then we get slammed in. The airbags just deploy and hit me and my cousin who's driving. He was like 19. And we just get like socked in the face almost by like these airbags. And then yeah, I'm kind of dazed, and I'm like, whoa, like, did we really just, that really happen? Like, did we really just get into like a car crash on this road, like on this haunted ass road? We really just got into a car crash. And if you didn't know, a lot of people are reported, dying there in a car crash. So I don't know, to me that's weird, but whatever, like, that's beside the point. But yeah, then we get slammed in by this truck. The airbags deploy, and I'm kind of dazed. I look around and see if everyone's okay. Everyone's perfectly fine. I'm like, I asked everyone, like, you guys good? Everyone's alright? And like, for some reason, I was the closest to the truck because I was sitting in the front passenger seat, and we got rammed in by like the right corner. And I don't know, like the airbag plus the truck noise, it kind of made my ears like ring really loudly, and I couldn't really hear anything. and they're still kind of like ringing a little bit, and it's been like 2 days, and they kind of ring off and on, and then my hearing is really sensitive. I don't know. I hope my hearing will come back, but yeah, but that's really what happened. And then apparently the dude's truck who like rammed into us, his truck, he had it like the worst, because his truck like tipped over and it started rolling, on the side, and it slammed into a tree, and then he just was like, he was just kind of like there like in his car, and his truck was just tumbling. So my cousin just opened the door and like ran over to him and like pulled him out of the window and was like, dude, are you all right? And yeah, he said he was fine. Everyone was really fine. But it was kind of weird. I think he was just in shock or something, because he was trying to look for his phone the whole time. He was like, dude, where's my phone at? Like, where's my phone? And we were like, dude, like, you're lucky to be alive. Why are you worried about your phone, man? And that's really, wow, there's a helicopter in the background. Yeah, hopefully you can't hear that. But yeah, and then he was just looking for his phone, right? And then like we called, you know, the cops or whatever, the ambulance. The ambulance comes, the firefighters, and it's literally I probably was showing a picture of I'll show a picture of our car right now. So that's our car. His tire was literally, that's his tire, by the way, on the hood. That's his tire. It was a big ass truck. And so the ambulance comes, and then they ask us questions like, are you guys alright? No one's been drinking. No one was drinking. No one was doing any of that. But I don't know, I just feel like these dudes are like drag racing, right? And my cousin asked them, was like, yo, are you guys like trying to race or something? And they were like, nah, dude. And then like the dude, like once the ambulance comes, the dude moves his black car on the right side of the lane, like on the right lane, like behind the white car. And it's like, wow, that's kind of sus, but whatever. But yeah, the ambulance comes and they ask us questions like, oh, how old are you guys? My cousin's 19, and his friend that was with us, he's like 20. And me and my cousin, so it was two of my cousins and my other cousin, we was 15. We're both 15. And then the ambulance, like the with the firefighters, they said that since we're 15, we have to go to the hospital in an ambulance, like no choice. And they took us in as like trauma patients, so I had to have that neck brace on me. And he put it on so tight, man, like low key, it was like pushing against my Adam's apple, and I was like, man, this is so uncomfortable. And then they strapped me down to a stretcher and just lifted me up, put me in the ambulance. And then in the ambulance, they stuck IVs in me, like, man. And then they're asking me, like, yo, you're gonna be okay? And I had no pain. I really had no pain. I didn't feel nothing. Everyone was okay. No one had any pain anywhere. And that's it. Besides my ears, nothing really happened to me. And I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird that it was on that street. You know, it was right there. Like right on that street, and you can look up, you know, the street, and a lot of people like died there, but it's whatever. Yeah, they took me to the hospital, and then oh man, I had my jacket on, like I had a Vans jacket, like that I really liked, and then they laid me down from like the stretcher or whatever. Well, I mean, they kind of took me as a trauma patient. Like, I guess all the doctors heard was, hey, this dude was in a head-on collision. We just, you know, took him in as a trauma. He's a trauma patient. He has a neck brace on. He was in a head-on collision. So these doctors and nurses were trying to like work on me really fast, and they cut up all my clothes. They checked around. They felt around everywhere. They gave me chest X-rays, all that stuff. But I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. My cousins are fine. My friends are fine. The dude in the truck is fine. No one's really hurt. Man, I'm wondering if I could. I'll put my Snapchat. I'll put my Snapchat on screen right now, because I think I'm gonna go back there sometime. I already went back there the day after, and I looked at I went back on Dyer, and I looked at our car crash, or whatever, and it looks pretty crazy. Like there's just a bunch of, there's not even really skid marks. It's just a bunch of like, you know, little tiny debris, all that stuff. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to tell you that. That happened a couple days ago from now, and I don't know, it just felt really eerie over there, you know. It added on, like the place added on. As you can see in the background of the picture, it is pitch black over there. There's no lights besides that one little dim street light and the dude's headlights, that like the racer dude like headlights. That's it, because he had his headlights on because it was dark. And it was just pitch black over there, and it was just eerie as hell, because it's supposed to be this really haunted street. and then we just get into a wreck. Really, like it. You can look at the car, and you're like, man, like, you know, like, you sure those people survived? Because it doesn't really look like people survived from that. But we were all good. Like, everyone was okay. And I just feel like it's weird, man. To me, that's just super weird. And like, I don't know. I've been kind of like traumatized a little bit. I was in shock for a while, and I had this adrenaline like flowing through my body. So when they put me on the stretcher and they tied me to it, I was literally like trembling. I was like, dude, like I can't stop shaking. And the firefighter was like, it's alright, it's just your adrenaline, man. Like, that's what happens when you get into a wreck. And I was like, that's true. Like, I just feel like I'm really tied down. I don't really like that. They had me tied down like to the stretcher. It's crazy. Yeah, everyone's fine. No one really is in too much pain. I mean, I'm literally, the only pain really I'm kind of in is when because they did like the EMT put the IV in me and he missed, or he poked all the way through my vein or something, and then he had to do it on a different vein. So I got poked a couple times with like needles, which kind of hurt. And then they poked my other arm, so they poked both my arms. I got poked like a total of 3 times, and it kind of hurts, you know. It sucks. I don't like IVs at all, and it's like, it just makes me cringe, like IVs, because it's like a straw in your arm, you know. Well, yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. I just wanted to let you guys know that happened. But what's crazy is I had my camera recording the whole time. I had my camera recording the whole accident. So I have the accident on film, but after the car accident, right after I got hit in the face with the airbag, I kind of just got out of the car, and then I just was like, whoa, like everyone's okay. And then I ended up going back in there. I picked up my phone, and then I looked at the camera. I was like, dude, wait, I got it on film. Like, whoa. And then I look, and then like the memory card flew out of the camera, and then I just kind of was like, whatever. And I put it down. And then I guess now all of our stuff, like my skateboard, is in there too, and I'm kind of mad because I can't skate. And then, you know, it's all in this tow shop or whatever because they towed it away. So today is Sunday. I'm gonna be able to get it on Monday, and I really, really hope that I can find the memory card somewhere in the car, and then I'll have the accident on film. I'll definitely show you guys if I do have it on film. It's probably really creepy because, like, I'm telling you, it's pitch black there. Like, you probably can just see the headlights like barely, and then the video probably ends because the memory card got knocked out, you know. But yeah, you know, it's just crazy because, like, we could have died, you know. That dude was going 60 miles an hour in a big ass 4x4. And like it was basically a head-on collision. He hit us in the front corner of our car, and it was crazy, you know. And that would have been it. Like that, it would have been a wrap right there. Like my whole life. That's crazy. But yeah, so if I do find the memory card and I do have the footage of the accident, I will definitely show you guys because I'm curious of what it looks like. Yeah, this is some Paragon. Oh yeah, by the way, the Paragon gameplay doesn't have any audio because I'm a freaking dunce, and on the recording software I put like the audio from the game goes to a different output. So like I have speakers and I have headset, and I was playing with the headset on, but I made the audio go to like the speakers, but I was listening to it. I don't know, it's just kind of confusing. And yeah, sorry that there's no audio. I'll probably play some like beat or something in the background, you know. But yeah, damn. You guys should add me on Snapchat. That would be cool. You know, if you want to, you guys got Snapchat. You guys watching this, just add me. It'll be up on the screen again. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for like paying attention to this whole video, I guess. It's pretty tragic, you know. Like whole thing is just pretty tragic. It still kind of like messes with my head a little bit. That like we really could have died, my man, but it's whatever. I'm fine now. I don't really have anything wrong with me. So yeah, that's that's what happened to me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And all that, you know, comment, subscribe, like, you know, if you have any further questions, just ask me in the comments, or if you really want to. I always have my phone, so if you really like add me on Snapchat, I'll probably be able to talk to you, you know, as long as I don't get like 50 people trying to talk to me at once, I'll be fine. So yeah, if you want to reach me like that, Snapchat's probably one of the easiest ways. And because I'll answer really fast. But if you want to, you know, just comment. I'll answer it at some point. And I'll be down to let you know everything, any questions you got. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Okay, it is kind of far down into this little shit. Into this little shit.
I feel like the fact that you're recording is gonna make shit pop off.
Good. Why is that like blue, bruh?
Because it's startling. Oh, they're racing.
Whoa.